Yo, yo.
Good morning.
Good
Welcome
morning.
to
Good morning.
episode
Finally
7.
back. Feeling like myself finally.
Yes, he is. Um,
Nicole not looking like herself though. We're gonna leave that
Look,
alone.
and I don't have on glasses or contacts right now, so I can't see none of you. So I'm trying to pull this up on my phone because I can see it if it's like this.
Yeah, I just told her she looked like she got dressed without no glasses on. She threw both her hats on.
They
Called it a
will
day.
say, look like you got dressed with no glasses on. So good morning, everybody in the chat. Good morning, Jess. Good morning,
Yes, good
Bosa.
morning.
I don't have no coffee in my cup. That's another problem.
I don't either. I'm drinking straight water. You'll
Keys,
be
good
okay.
morning, Keys. Good morning, sis. Good morning, bro.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy
Good
Monday.
morning, Angie. Made it. She's listening at work. Good morning, Angie. Make sure. Oh, Luke. Hey, Luke. Luke, you're not blue on this page. Let me do that now. Hey, Luke. G3. Hey, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Justin Cox. Good morning, Tammy. All right. Hey, Candy. Oh, it's going to be some stuff today. Hey, Candy.
Good morning. Good
All
morning.
right. Good morning, everyone. And I'm literally going to have to read comments from my phone, so just bear with me.
I do it every week. Don't feel bad. That's how I keep up with them.
Yeah, but I like to be able to look one direction,
You want to go get your glasses?
No.
Are you
Wing
sure?
this. I'm going to wing this. All right.
You
So
winging it all right. You
this morning, we this is Dre's topic, so Dre is going to kick it off. But I'm telling you, this is going to be a good one.
Oh
Just
yeah.
because in my head, when I saw the question that Dre was going to pose, several things came to my mind, and it's such a broad question, right, Jerry? I think it's
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's broad, and so all of us will experience different
It's
things from different angles.
it's very opinionated, and it's basically the question is, as we were discussing, we discussed all of our topics, even though Nicole don't really be giving me much feedback. She'd be like, "I like it, good, okay." I'm like, whatever, man. That's what
I
we're
mean,
gonna
I'll
roll
tell
with.
you when I don't. This is the thing
So
about me. You only go if it don't make me swing one way or the other. Whatever, I'm okay. I have hard nose. My yes
I
is
wish
like
somebody would have
whatever.
gave you a hard no about that hair and that hat this morning,
No,
but we're gonna
so
let that
you know
go.
what, y'all. I'm still cute. This is what my husband wake up to. Even a little no makeup. This is my fresh face. I don't wear makeup really. I wear eyeliner sometimes, but this is my fresh face. This is wake up to, and I don't have no glasses. And with no glasses, I don't know what I look like. So Dre might be right. Might have
Oh no,
confused my eye.
I'm talking shit all week because y'all don't start coming at me on Facebook. But anyway, the topic is basically what impact social media has on reptile keeping, whether it's positive or negative. And I kind of just wanted to discuss, what impact it basically has. So for me personally, I'm 50-50. I feel like it's positive in this aspect. We're doing podcasts, we're talking about different topics related to reptiles specifically, and ultimately it leads to more conversation. It leads to other topics being discussed and things like that. But as well as you got some jerks online, you got some real assholes, and I think that's the negative part of
Other
it.
than Dre.
Um,
Well, not Dre. Dre is not a jerk, DW.
I'm really not. I'm a listen. I'm a jerk on Facebook. That's my
No,
personal life.
I don't even think you're a jerk on
You know what I'm
Facebook.
saying?
I think it's first of all, I don't think you're a jerk. Let me say that. I honestly do think that sometimes, and I do not understand why people come for you, especially on TikTok. And I think that for me on TikTok, you're really trying to be this commercial guy selling.
I try not to be.
No, you are.
I
I
try.
don't think you're
I
being.
think it's the voice and the people that don't know me outside of social media who've never had a personal conversation with me. So I don't know, they got me pegged for a certain way. I don't care either way, which is why I respond the way I do. But let's not get too off topic here. This ain't about me. But no, there's just a lot of ignorant people online that just think they have to be rude about certain things, or there can be, well, there's definitely some toxicity at times. But yeah, what you think, Nicole?
Oh, it's just so much.
We got
Lord
time.
Jesus, let me know. So, I think it's good if you use it for good. And it's the same thing when people say, that thing about I don't do social media with my spouse or whatever because it destroys a marriage. No, I don't do social media with my spouse because we don't have the same damn friends. And typically the friends that we do have in common, they're not people that I even have on, like on my page, right? So I'll use that for an example. But I mean, as you guys know, that my spouse literally has access to my social media. He can respond, he can whenever the hell he wants to. It's just that, like, it's for us, we have two different. Like, he's not a big social media person. I am. Like, my husband will never. He will never be. Let me tell you what I don't like. And ladies, if y'all got one of these husbands, I'm telling you, this is just not cool. Social media whores. Like, the men who just need so much attention. I'm like, where? That's not. It's not manly to constantly. And I'm not talking about social media influencers. Y'all got to do what y'all do. I'm talking about people just on there doing videos and looking for attention, knowing that you have that spouse at home or whatever. You men putting on filters and all that kind of stuff just to get the attention. And then when the attention comes, it causes problems at home. That's just dumb. Like, if you have a person, I think that you shouldn't utilize the reptile community for anything other than reptiles. Like, I'm really big with that. Don't inbox me unless it's about a shirt, unless it's about stickers, or if it's about a podcast, or if it's about a snake or something, that type of stuff. That's me. Where I do understand that other people come to social media for other reasons, I am only here for that. And so I think for me, that was the one thing that when I got on Instagram, it was easy to manage on Facebook, because Facebook, people can see who you are as a whole person, right? They know your relationship status and stuff like that. But on Instagram, when I got on Instagram, that was annoying as fuck. And I'm telling you, because I'm the woman who walks through the grocery store, y'all, and as you can see, I'm with a bunch of men all the time, because you can hang with 50 men if you're a solid woman. Like, this whole thing where men and women can't be best friends, bullshit. If you're a solid woman, no man can be a friend with me if you don't respect the man that I'm with. First of all, if you ever slide, swipe, any of that, I already cut you. He don't have to shoot you because I'm gonna cut you. So that type of and same thing for women too. Like, I hate for women to use the platform for whorish stuff. And not to go into like details, I think that sometimes people don't understand there's two different forms of attention that's needed. Don't get me wrong. The private person you get, Dre and Keys and them y'all get a whole different person than you get more of me, the person, right? Live up front, then you're going to get on social media, because on Instagram, that's my business page. Like, some things, I just wanted to be related to my business, not my person. And then on Facebook, if you notice, I'll post certain things on Facebook. So I think for most people, you can use this platform for good. Like, even we were talking about with Adam the other day, you're running a business. If you saying that I am a business is saying that when you post, I am alluring, let's use Ray. Hey, good morning, Ray. I'll use Ray. Alluring Serpents, LLC, or Alluring Serpents, and I'm on Morph Market and things like that. That is great social media presence if you're legit. But if you're not, it can cause some other issues for you. So I just think social media in any aspect, if you use it for the good that it's for, it's great. But if you cross certain angles and lines in different forums, because I think TikTok, do what you want. Y'all might see me one day, do a dance challenge in TikTok. You'll never see that on Instagram.
I mean, that's facts though, because you here's my thing. The more that my page grows, the more people from Instagram find me on Facebook. And you know it, and some of y'all that are friends with me on Facebook know it. I don't post a lot of reptile content on my Facebook. I'll post some just because it's a huge part of who I am. But honestly, I'm on Facebook to talk shit, clown, and that's just what I do. It's a
On it.
fucking comedy show for me. But I've already seen how people on Instagram have handled some of the things I posted and they don't like it, and I still don't care. So knowing that, I need to keep. I'm ignoring that comment because I've already addressed it. We ain't going there today, and I'm not about to get rude. But knowing that, I'm not about to add everybody to my Facebook knowing the stuff that I post. You know what I'm saying? And you've seen the stuff that I post. So I do keep my Instagram is my main platform. That's like if you want to talk business, if you want to get on there, ask questions, whatever, Instagram is where to do that. Instagram or YouTube. TikTok, I'm just on there just because I want some fucking views. And no matter what I do, no matter what platform I'm on, I gravitate or I'll direct everybody to my Instagram because that's my main platform. But um outside of that, I don't really care. It's just social media. Like I'm on there to be social. And I think a lot of people take it too seriously, especially in the
That
reptile
too.
world.
That too.
Um, a lot of people take it, too serious. And, and you've seen the comments, a lot of people, had an incident, recently, and people don't like certain things that I post. And I'm like, I'm not responsible for how you feel about things. I can't be responsible. If you don't like it, then don't like it. Keep scrolling. If you feel the need to unfriend me, all means do what you need to do. But I'm not responsible for how you feel. I'm responsible for Dre's actions. And that's just what it is. So that's why I keep my Instagram separate from Facebook. You'll never see me posting anything crazy on like YouTube or
Chris.
Instagram or anything like that. But outside of that, it is what it is. If you take it
Well,
that serious, your problem, not mine.
I mean, even from a business perspective, like I think, like Elias always saying, and I think,
Hold on. Your husband in the comments talking about Lady Tiz. I'm your biggest fan. I love you. Y'all so cute.
is he in the comments? He's never in the comments. See, I don't have my glasses. I have my glasses on, babe. Hold on, I'm going straight to that comment. Dre, where is that? I don't see. Oh, there we go. Let's highlight that. Hey, babe.
Girl, if you don't go downstairs and tell that man you love him, tell him to get you some coffee in your glasses. You up,
So my husband is so perfect.
you
Okay,
up in here looking like Destiny's
perfect.
Child
No,
stepsister.
he did ask me before I came down here if I needed my coffee, and I told him I said no because I'm a good wife, but whether you believe it or not, I was like, no, babe, just relax, sleep, so I can, I didn't want him to wake me up just to get me coffee. But
That
thank you for
man,
tuning in, babe, because he's never in the comments. Well, he's never commented in the comments. I'm
hey,
sure he's in the comments.
let me tell y'all about one thing about Nicole husband. Nicole husband, a smooth cat. That man, hey, he the lead singer at 112. I knew him from somewhere. Boy, that boy be
The
dressed
lead singer
smooth.
in
He be,
112.
what's going on, man? I'm like, hey, brother, I can't call. He aged me 10 years. I'm only 30. If I talk to him, I be like, hey, I start talking like a Mississippi pimp. I can't call it, brother. Hey. But yeah.
Which is so funny because we joke about that all the time that I'm the older one, but he's the more mature one. Like
Yes,
he's
Nicole, we
never
know.
gonna like the reason I'm like he's gonna always, even if drinking is gonna be the chiller one. I'm,
Oh,
I'm,
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm the social bug. That my
Yeah.
babe though. All right, hey Chris. So in that reptile form though, when we talk about social media, I think like one of the things to be conscious of, and you'll hear a lot of the big breeders talk about that in their Patreons, is like how you would respond in the streets is just like you run in any other business. Like how many times have y'all been at work and you want to smack the shit out of the person? Like I know I have. I've been in boardrooms and I just want to be like, shut the fuck up. Like, but you cannot do that.
Listen, I work from home and I still
In
want to do it. I'm not even
self-defense.
logged on right now, and I know I'm gonna have to get a couple people together today. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I just shut the
Even
laptop
from
on and
home,
restart my
like
computer.
we're working from home and we were doing a video call.
That's I think that's when it's worse because people get ballsy behind the keyboard.
Yes. Like, shut the
So
fuck
I shut my laptop quick and restart it. Like who the fuck you talking to? Don't get it twisted.
No, my coworkers used to always say my face is, I wouldn't say where my face is, be having a whole conversation. And by that time, like it's just like I don't even want to say nothing, or if I'm going to say something, this needs to be an offline conversation because I don't want to insult everybody on the call. I just want to insult the
Listen,
person who needs to be
listen.
insulted.
If you piss me
But
off on
that's
that
the
call,
same thing.
everybody on that call gonna hear it. And I've been kicked out of plenty of calls. I don't care. Especially if you come at
Morning,
me on a
Keish.
if you come at me on a personal level and it has nothing to do with work. Oh, oh, okay.
I mean, even work stuff. Like my thing is, I mean, and again, what we do is a business. Whether it's you doing what you do or we doing what I'm doing with the snakes. Um, Approach me right. Because I think sometimes too, you don't know the other person you're talking to. So sometimes people would perceive that, because you're a woman, you're soft, and if y'all ever ticked me off, I'm telling you, like it's a whole different girl. Like there are men around here walking around talking about they thugs you haven't seen.
A real thug, but that's the thing is a real
It's
thug ain't
like
gonna
it
say
just
it.
changes me.
But I, but that's a valid point though, which is why like when people say certain things to me, I respond the way that I do because again, I am not responsible for how you see me. I'm not responsible for anything that you think about me. And ultimately, I don't care. I don't give a fuck about what you think about me because nobody knows the work I put in to get to where I'm at as far as my platform growing in the reptile world.
Yeah.
Um,
And in your case, I will tell you that I respect it even more when all the platform, like with the growth of TikTok and
yeah,
Instagram,
for
and
sure.
because it's like, how I am. Ray trying to get me to post a damn one reel a day. I did it for 3 days and I ain't not get posted every
Hey,
day.
look, I would just Gershon killing it. Me and him talked about it at Tinley. He called me the other day, and I've been giving him tips and pointers. He's killing it,
Yeah.
and it's
I
just
just
like it's a it's.
For me, it's like I don't like the constant presence either. You know what I mean? So I gotta
I
get
get
past
it,
that.
and I stopped looking at it like because you do have those people who without their phone and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta post. And I get it, but my thing is where you envy me on social media, I envy you in life. I'm trying to get to where you're at. I don't want to keep working for people. I want to work for myself so I can do this full time. And there's days, where it's a struggle, but I can't let that stop me because I know I got a bigger picture in my mind and I'm trying to make sure that I paint that entire picture. So I can't I ain't gonna give up. I ain't gonna stop. So I stopped looking at it like a job. And I think what a lot of people don't realize about me is the simple fact that I'm not only passionate about reptiles, but I'm also a millennial. I'm passionate about social media. You know what I'm saying? I have multimedia background, so
Hey, Mitch
grabbing
Ray.
my camera, what?
Oh, it's so good away. Keys. When I tell you, and I joke about this on the sidebar all the time, if you ever mess up, we all gonna kill you because you ain't got no reason, no excuse. Your wife's so good. The teacup comes when your throat gets scratchy. The soup comes when you get hungry. Like Keisha is a G all the way around, and I just love that girl. So we ain't worried about it, Keys, because we'll take. That's the one time, bro. I'm gonna take you out. Let's take you out. Let's take you out. But
Yeah.
yes, your wife definitely gives you all the attention that you need. And clearly, it ain't gonna be no Instagram posting unless she's in Keisha right there.
No,
Anyway,
don't
so
stop the podcast to
them
put my
hoes
man
and
on
sat
blast like
down.
that. Don't put my man on blast like that. What's
I'm
wrong with
not putting
you?
them on blast. I'm just
That
saying,
that man
don't
know
mess with
that.
my Keisha. Ain't that a
Her
song?
her name is Keisha. She can handle her own.
I
Okay.
got a bag. I got a bag just in
You know
case.
what?
Just in case she needs somebody to cut and help her load up the U-Haul. I
Well,
got
fly her up there so she can help you with that hat.
Michelle Hooper, tell him. Michelle Hooper, you out there, Michelle, tell him your girl will show up with the knife and the U-Haul.
Listen, I've only seen that side one time, but before I did, I already knew what was in there.
And I think Keys only seen it one time too. I think I think so see that was like that, but see but with that situation, that person no. So okay, so it's kind wonder
And what's
like,
funny is, people, we had this conversation on social media. It was like the
I'm
course of a
just
couple weeks
saying,
though.
that's a perfect example how social media can go wrong. Because, all right, so you can't be, so let me just pull this thing. I don't care what you do, what we doing, whether it's snakes or whether it's regular family, friendships, or whatever. You can't be, when I say friends with everybody, I mean friends. If I call you friend, or if I say that I love you, whatever, it's a certain level of loyalty that I expect from you that I don't really care if it comes from anybody else, right? And
Right.
if I line you here, we in this group, so that's usually the
Locked
usual
in.
suspects. That's it. So if I'm lining Keys here, and then I put somebody else all the way at the bottom, let's use Ray since he's newest, right? In my loyalty, and Keys is the one who betrayed me. Oh, it's because it's you. If Ray did it, you know what I'm saying? But because it's you, and so that's what happened in that situation. You
Hold the
already
hell
know
up.
how I'm gonna get
You
down.
said I'm
You
at the bottom?
already know. Hold on. You already know I'm batshit crazy on the other side, and you are the one who tried me. So it was like, you can do that with all other people. I watch you do that with all other people. I watch you be consistent in betraying people that you claim are close to you. So I always kept you sort of to a distance to keep enough room in case I had to pop off on your ass. And that's, I'm sorry, y'all. And that's what happened. Dre noticed a sensitive one for me. That's what
See, now y'all
happened.
know
But
I'm
what
not
was
the crazy
worse
one.
is people think it was me. And the people who knew better, because they never seen it, like, you know, and then other people who witnessed this, like, what in the hell just happened, you know? But yeah, that's a perfect example. You can be trying to be so social, and then you got people who are really for you, like people who will go in their fucking pockets for you, and you do stuff to betray them because you just want to be all friendly with every damn body. No, bro, you can't do that with everybody. That's what I'm saying. You can look at people and think people one way, and you don't realize that it's a whole different beast that's inside. I'm a true Gemini. I'm either going to church or jail. Like,
Listen, and more than likely it's gonna be jail.
Shut
And just to be messy, we talking about that damn bro group, y'all. But
Stop
anyway,
it. Stop it.
fuck that
No,
group.
we're not talking about the group. It's not the group. That had nothing to do with the group.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, but that's not the group. That's the person. That's the head. That's my whole point. That's not the group.
That
I
person.
love the group. There are people in that group that I will cherish
I'm not.
forever.
I'm not talking about the group when I say that though. That
Okay,
person
I just
is
want to
that
clarify
group
that because
because that's the only
I
thing
don't
that
want
that
to
person
deem the
has.
group. There's amazing people in that group, but there is one person I will never ever, no matter how many times requested or whatever, just stay distance. There's no hate, anything. If I see you on the street, we can just sweep past.
But I got a question. Why I'm at the bottom?
I didn't put you at the bottom. What you talking about?
You said Dre. You like
I
down
said
here.
Ray. I said using the usual. You don't listen. Your ears still clogged from the flu. I
No, I
said
got a
using the
headphone in.
usual suspects
My ear was never clogged.
as
Damn it.
an example of how I will line up the loyalty based on who I'm the
I,
closest to.
I had to check.
I ain't paying you. You know what?
Attention could be a hell of a drug. Yeah, from the right person.
Right, Angie. Right, Angie. And especially for women, in this hobby, like I think like one of the things that I feel is positive is that because of my social media relationships that it's made that breeding transition easier for me, because I'm like one of the guys. Like there it's like
It's it's great for networking and
yeah.
meeting new people, but it just like anything
Right,
else,
Angie.
when people start using it, for different things other than what it should be used for, then yeah, it does become kind of a headache. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like we all love to go to Tinley. We all love to go to these expos. But let's say we all decide to go to an expo, and you got people that start going to these expos, and they start just causing drama or stealing and doing stupid shit. It's gonna make
Right.
you be like, I don't want no part of that. I don't
Yeah,
want to
but you know
deal
what
with it.
social media good was that? When your ass is caught on camera. Because one of my favorite videos is when I think it's actually Miguel. Miguel catches someone
in
at an
Texas,
expo, and
Arlington.
he
Yeah,
yes, and he
that
literally.
video just like resurfaced out of nowhere too.
Well, I think what happened was when we were in Tinley, that conversation came up about a situation that happened of somebody trying to steal before from Tinley. And the conversation about the video came up. So I think everybody started searching after that. But they were saying
That's
this how Miguel was so mad and how he was going off, he followed him out. That was a good one. Because
yeah.
I thought that was like, again, you never know. You think Miguel is very meek, mild, quiet, and you thought you was gonna get away with that shit that day.
But even then, I don't even think it has anything to do with being mild mannered or anything. Right from right. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And when you're doing some fuck shit, people are gonna call you out, regardless of who you are, regardless of what part of the community you in. You could be a ball python person and you see somebody stealing two retics. At the end of the day, that's not cool.
Right.
And somebody is gonna call you. Well, we are in the era of way too many phones. We have way too much access to electronics. Personally, honestly, more than we know what to do with. So the simple fact that people still feel like they can do stuff like that and be that bold in front of that many people is crazy.
Oh.
All right, y'all need to chill out with all this mushy stuff. It's all early. You
Shut
know what I'm
up.
saying?
Good
You need to
morning,
save
Big
that for
E. Big
keys.
E, where have you been? Like, we haven't seen Big E on. Well, I think you were on vacation. But hey, Big E. Big E still producing beautiful snakes now.
Or they be killing it on the gram. I be checking them out.
Yes, respect is key, Bosa. Respect or die. Chris, that's how it's supposed to be. Your wine, so that's no option to that. Now, I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that the access is there. Like he's not answering my phone, picking up my phone, and all that kind of stuff. But the access is
Shoot,
there. The access
shoot, I
is
can I
there.
can hear it now. What's good, man? Lady Ted Snakes, what you need? I can hear it though.
No, but that would be like last resort. Like he would like one day I think we were in San Diego and I'm like, man, did you grab my phone and type this? But we don't just. But they know, we just I don't know. Like I just don't understand those type of relationships where if social media can destroy your marriage, then you don't have a solid marriage.
That's not social media at that point. That's just you being. I mean, I ain't gonna say that's not a solid marriage. Some people do be on there doing what they ain't supposed to. And as a retired
But then
person
that's
that used to be
not
on there,
that's not a solid marriage because you're not communicating. I can tell you everything that about me that my husband do not like, and I'm gonna give you an example. I am a person that typically, if my husband is not around and he knows, he'll call me. He'll be like, "Babe, I know you going to that party, but can you not do them splits?" I won't do the splits.
Nicole, what the hell?
but before
If he
him,
don't say it, I
that was
will.
a
You
part of
bet
my dance
goddamn not.
routine. I was still busting spit on you right now. But
No.
so it's like then you're not communicating, and he knows the things that I don't like. Like so that's what I'm saying. Like if you are in a room full of people, like I make that comment all the time. I know he's not going to leave me nowhere if he doesn't think that I'm safe or around good people. You're not going to see him leave me. So when he does, it allows me to be more comfortable. Let me have more of a good time because I know he's comfortable, his guard down, and he can enjoy himself too.
That's all true to my point though. I'm basically saying that there's a lot of people and we just talked about one a couple minutes ago. There's a lot of people who get on social media and put on a persona because social media gives people a voice and a platform where they can be someone that they're not. So a lot of the times, the people that you see on social media aren't the people who they are in real life. So of course they're gonna, you know what I'm saying, do and say whatever it is they want to do to make them more and more popular because they got to feed that beast that they created. So that's why I don't get into the Facebook groups with reptiles because there's way too many egos. And I don't need a group to validate anything that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing reptiles for a while. Do I know everything? No, but I have people that I can speak to directly that I can get advice from or get help from or anything like that. I don't need to go to a group
Hey,
because
Karen.
so what?
I'm listening. Keep going.
I don't know if said something. Just because the groups are just way too much and you gotta be that's the one thing that I like about myself is that when people think they know me and they don't, no matter what people say about me, the people that know me know I'm probably one of the most humble people you'll ever meet. Just because I can clown, I can talk shit at the same time, but I'll never ever be too good to comment back or answer a DM or to take a picture. Which, by the way, when I go to Tinley, I'll never ever get used to how many people ask me to take pictures. That is some mind blowing shit, honestly. But stuff like that is what keeps me humble. So
And remember that. And for me, I hate it. So y'all, let me just let y'all know. I have a limit of social contact. Like, first of all, don't shut up, Dre. I gotta be in the mood first. Let me get in the mood first to even want to talk to people. But when someone comes up to you and like, hi, can I take a picture? And it's early in the morning, come
can't say
back
no.
after 10. And Dre sitting next to me like, looking at me like, like, I didn't say that, but I'm like, no, not right now. Dre saying to me, hey, so-and-so looking for you. I'm like, then after 10, I was fine. Like, I'm all for it. But that's even in my
You
normal, in
weren't
my
even
work life.
there,
My employees
bro.
knew, don't ask her a question till after 10. They knew it because everything before 10 was no. No.
Listen, I'm the same way, but I like to
You do great. You really do. And you
but
have
it's
way more of a bigger follower than I do. And I think
but
you're
it
awesome
took
with that
me
part.
a lot to get to that point. Like I still think about how I was never comfortable behind the camera, and now I turn that camera on, handle business, and that's it. And there's still tweaks and things that I'm just like, I wish I could have did that differently, but that's just me critiquing myself. But again, going back to people creating, they want your picture because they think you're it's so me and Gershon actually little savage little sidebar real quick. We noticed something. Anytime people have gotten us confused, people have mistaken me for Gershon. Nobody's ever mistaken Gershon for me. So it's just like, what the hell is really going on? Because if y'all know who we are, our content is completely different. And the crazy part is, even when I wear my own logo, I wear my own
That
shit.
is the funny
You
part
know what
to
I'm
me.
saying? So it's just like,
And so
ev-
does Gershon.
exactly. And listen, everybody, I'm convinced everybody in the world is taller than me at this point. Yes, we're both dark skinned. Yes, we both have locks. Gershon's locks are way longer than mine. Mine have colored tips. I have two nose piercings in my left nostril. Um, I mean that's it. Yes, do we have some similarities? Yes, cool. Most of us and all black people, we're all black, so that's the main similarity. But I'm gonna say this here. It was fun at first,
And now
but
you start.
now people are starting to piss me off because it's getting annoying. Because it's literally people in my DMs like, "Hey, I thought you were GP," and I'm just like, oh, "Shut the fuck up." It's not funny anymore. It's really getting annoying, like for real. Like, Rashad is my guy, my man, pots and pans. He know that. But at the end of the day, and I say this, when you're building a brand and people mistake you for someone else, it does hurt the brand.
Thanks, Cole.
So it's to an extent, again, to an extent, it's funny and cool. I'll clown all day. We're Gershon because I mean that's just kind of how what I'm saying we know. And honestly, that situation has helped push him to get more active. You know what I'm saying on social media. Why I gotta be an ass? I'm just keeping it real. I'm trying my hardest to build my own brand, and I'm doing it by myself. So yes, I do.
Cut your hair. No.
I'm not cutting my hair. I do now take it personal because now it's because everybody knows that I'm not Gershon, and they go out of their way. Cut that shit out, okay? It's fucking annoying. I'm gonna be a buck. It's just fucking annoying. That man got his own business that he's growing, and I got mine that I'm growing. Cool, it was all fun, but y'all didn't overdid that shit. If I get one more person walk up to me at a show, I thought you were GP. They getting one of these straight off rip, and they gonna kick me out the motherfucking show. I'm for real. And I know the difference between,
Somebody's a little emotional about this.
let's don't make me take the hood off on you because it's about to pop off. I take the cap off and I ain't washed my locks yet,
Wait
so
a
this is
minute.
crazy.
I wish I had known all this before we sent you the picture on what was that Friday?
Yeah, because you about got a handful, you about got a
Look, it
mouthful.
wasn't me. Babe saw it first. Babe saw it first. Get your boy. He saw it first.
Y'all lucky y'all was on some family time because I had some not so family choice words. But no, I know the difference because to some people, we generally do look alike. And when some people come up to me, hey, are you so and so? No, my name is Dre, I'm DW Exotics, but me and him are friends. That's fine, I don't have a problem with it. But for the people, get a drink of water. For the people who know better and keep deciding it's funny, cut that shit out because you ain't gonna do nothing but get ignored and blocked. Just because I got 11,000 followers don't mean I won't be upset over losing a couple because I assure you I goddamn won't. And numbers don't mean shit to me. So, Gershawn is
Okay.
Gershawn. Dre
From
is
this
Dre.
day forward.
GP Snakes. DW Exotics. Get your shit together.
All right. Who's going to cut your hair?
I'm not cutting shit.
Let
I'll cut
me
my
go
hair.
to a happy thought. Elias typed something. I'm sure it's probably a nice thought.
You late on comments.
Thanks.
That's when we was talking about algorithm and stuff.
Oh.
But I'll cut my hair when you take your wig off.
Wait a minute. Hold on. This is not a wig. This one is a weave. You can get it. I keep telling y'all correct it. But
it's all removable.
Hold on. Let's stop. No, this is not removable.
You said it's weave, right?
It's weave.
So it don't come out at all?
Okay, but let me direct you to. Can anyone direct Dre to a post that I posted probably about 2 months ago? Don't sleep. I wear wigs and weaves by choice, not by force. It is long, thick hair.
I didn't say that.
Under here.
I didn't say that.
If you're not sure about how much, you can go to my Facebook page. You will see me take out my fro. Take the flat iron and flat iron that thing out. And it's just luxury and beautiful. Sir,
I've seen your selfies of you
Wait a minute,
after your run and your athleisure wear and your church selfies. I've seen all of them.
All right, so I'm just making sure that you got it correct. Let's be clear. Lady Tiz wear wigs and weaves by choice, not by force. It's for convenience.
Y'all see how hard she went over some hair
Don't play about my hair.
That come in plastic.
Don't play about
but I can't tell people to stop calling me another man. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying. A wig and a weave. You and Gershawn might look alike, but a wig and a weave are two different things. And they cost different amounts of money too. I wear wigs for convenience, but this, sir, is a weave. I can go upstairs, I can wash it, you can pull it, all of that. My hair.
I hope you can go upstairs. $39.95. That Jack Black number 12. You better.
No. It don't even cost. To sew it in. I'm not gonna. Every lady, Candy, get them. Don't mess with you. You don't talk about hair.
Hey.
Wait a minute, Candy. What?
You late on the comments.
I know. It must be about what we was talking about. She must, because I didn't. So Candy, I never publicized none of that. It was just I shared. I wanted just other than the people, the admins, they knew. And all of them knew. But for outside of that, I didn't share it. I just exit stage left. And I shared it with two other people, and that was Dre and Keys, because I ain't want nobody to ever say that you know what I'm saying? Like, my reputation is everything. No, he deserved what he got.
Listen, you already know I know.
Wait a minute, and there was another part to that. I didn't even talk about that part, but the whole lie part. But that's, it was deep, y'all. It was deep. He lucky. He didn't get cut. Because if I had saw him in that first week, I don't know.
Hey, you better keep his ass off my TikTok.
But see, that's the thing. Knowing that y'all not cool, why even come on your TikToks? Like, I'm not going, if I hate you or I totally dislike you, we just not cool, I'm not commenting. I blocked him on everything I possibly could. And even when you told me, I think he posted on my Instagram, I blocked him there too. Why send my husband a request? He ain't talking to you, dog.
Listen here, I'll clown and I'll banter with motherfuckers all day, but as a grown ass man, I'm not about to argue with you. You got a question or a problem, you can call me.
Mikey.
If you don't have my number, then we ain't cool enough for you to have a problem with me, period. That's just what it is.
That's right. That's exactly, Candy. And that's what I'm saying. It's some unnecessary stuff. I just can't. That's what she said. Her black-owned business.
Businesses, male, plural, baby. And I can hear
That's
her talking
right.
to her little Texas, Louisiana, Michigan accent.
Love me some
That girl
Candy.
from half of the United States.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, you again, nothing against that place, the forum, because there are some amazing people there, and I invited anybody who came and sent me a personal friend request from there if I
I met
liked
you
you.
in that group. So when I say fuck that group, I don't mean the people in it. I just mean the
Okay,
group itself. You know what I'm
well then
saying?
you
So
can't say
I
group
never take
because
it
it's
personal. Yes,
because
I
even on the
can.
admin front, there's other admins who started that
But the
group, and some
people
of them
aren't
are solid
the
dudes.
aren't the group.
I don't want you to
I
put
met
stain on the group, sir.
I met you and many other people in that group, and look where we are now. You know what I'm saying? So I get people that still be trying to invite me
That's
back. I
right,
get people
Angie.
that still just like, have you seen what's going on in the group? No, motherfucker, I left the group. I don't
And
care what's
Dave
going on in that
Kaufman
group.
ain't got Jack on Mr. Donahue. They talking about Dave Kaufman. They talking about Dave Kaufman. It's inside you.
Oh my goodness.
Can't touch.
Facts.
For real. So I love social media for networking and meeting new people because that's how I found y'all. But I hate when it crashes ever for a day, how people lose their minds. Your business shouldn't be solely online. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Like if you can't, if the social media crash and you can't market your business. So for us snake people, we got Morph Market. We don't have to use Instagram and other stuff,
Well,
but
you can't use Instagram because they be all up your ass about shit
yeah, or
anyway. But
Facebook. But a lot
I
of
think
people does
I'm
have
more
like that, the Facebook business pages and it, and stuff like
I'm
that.
more worried about losing my account before anything. I've been seeing a lot of that going on. Like a lot of big, like big accounts have just been like they accounts just been they just been
Do
losing
you
them.
think some of that is targeted by the entity though, by the platforms? Like, say you get this big, and that's my way of not monetizing you anymore because I still have it. Like, even if my content is set at 18 years or older, there shouldn't be any restrictions on what I say or do, right?
It shouldn't be no, but
I mean, other
I don't
than
know. I don't
copyright
know. I
infringement.
definitely think it's all politics. It's bullshit. They claim they be trying to get rid of bot pages. Y'all can't be because why I got a motherfucker in my DMs every week talking about some here use this reset link. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen that. He told me that. You know what I'm saying? But because now when people be like, "Hey, Gershon, can I take a picture with you?" I'm like, "Fuck no, that ain't my goddamn name."
Girl, Sean needs a DW exotic.
That's what we gonna do. We gonna fuck him up one day. Me and Gershon gonna switch shirts and walk around. I'm gonna get like some platform shoes though, and then I'm gonna wear like a t-shirt with no beater so they can see my titties, and we gonna walk around. It's gonna say GP Snakes, and it's gonna say honk if you like balls. Hey,
Yes,
we
he
gonna do that.
is. All the time. I told y'all he
Man,
is.
hey, Keys, you're supposed to be my boy. What's going?
And
Hey, I
y'all
went
be
to bat for you when
acting like
Nicole
I be
sent the
messing with
little.
him.
Come on,
I be trying
man.
to keep the little black Negro in check.
You said what?
I said I be trying to keep you in check. People be thinking I'm messing with you. I be trying to keep you humble.
I keep myself humble. What you
No,
mean?
you don't.
Yes, I do.
You don't.
Yes, I
I
do.
don't give a fuck.
I'm
Fuck
very
this.
humble.
Hell with that. Shit that. Not my problem. Go to
See,
hell.
let me tell you how phony this lady is. Just a couple last couple episodes. I need you to get better, Dre. I don't like this. I need you to talk shit. And now I'm back to doing it. Look at her. Boy,
I
you
said you
something
was
else.
back. I warned everybody and said you was back. But it's funny because I could tell something was wrong. I was like, I ain't know you was sick, but I could tell something was
Yeah.
wrong. And then apparently a lot of other people came back sick. So we don't know which line of people came back sick with it. But Angie, I think on the Angie show they were saying several other people came back sick
Yeah,
from
I had a few
Henley.
people reach out to me and after I started feeling better and it was and that were at Tinley, I probably had like six people reach out to me and it was like, yo, like, did you experience this? Did you? I'm like, man, hell yeah, that shit. I was in pain. My whole body was aching, throwing up. I didn't have a fever, but appetite. My appetite still ain't back. Honestly, I've probably have barely eaten any food the past 4 days. So I've just
You
been drinking a
you
lot of
won't
water.
die.
Yeah, I could drop a few pounds. You know what I'm saying? Um, you can shut your ass up. Um, trying to play with me. But yeah, I don't wish that on nobody. That was though. I really thought I had COVID, but I took 5 tests and they all came back negative. So
Say good morning. Say
good morning.
hi. What's your name? Tell everybody your name. Tell them your name. Jaden. All right. Go upstairs, get Michael so he can help you. I'll be up there in a second, okay?
Elias said we caught the Tinley variant of COVID. Hey, probably brought back some Chicago shit.
Elias got sick too.
I don't know. I don't know. She said y'all, so I doubt it. But
Oh.
I tell you what, when I'm back up in there in March, y'all gonna see my little ass in a hazmat suit. I'll be walking around looking like a big ass snowflake. Just walking around taking pictures. 'Cause y'all got me
Oh, tell
fucked
her
up.
thank you, Ray. Sweet girl.
I need some. I don't want nothing from Florida. I don't want nothing from Florida, Bosa. I don't want nothing from Florida.
Look,
She said
ever
she
since
said I
I
need
came
some
back, I
flu
don't know if
rider.
I want to go back. I was telling Adam that I'm like, if I ever go back, I avoided COVID forever, and then zoop,
I don't want
go to
nothing from
Florida.
Florida. I don't want no NyQuil, Dayquil, because it's probably from the Everglades. I don't want none of that shit.
You know
I'm
what?
okay. I'm
It's
okay.
such a beautiful state, though.
That's nice. I've been there a couple times. Ain't shit I ain't seen before. I'm good. Mm. Shit, I want to take my daughter to Disney, but I'm scared to take her now.
So Rock said, I can't wait to show off my new pickup, and I'm only 2 away from 400 subs. Okay, so everybody go over to ROC on Reptiles. I just want to say that like that, but it's Rock on Reptiles.
Yeah, you really need that coffee, don't you? Boy, you
Go
get
over
special
to
at 8 in the morning.
Reptiles. Hold on, let me make sure. I think Rock should already be blue. And then you guys can just click the link, but let me just make sure. Yep, click his link and you can go over there and give him a follow so he can get his sub count up.
Mm.
Oh, Candy said your exit was felt, sis, like deeply. I ain't even say nothing, sis. I just went on. I ain't
What's
even inbox
understood?
you. I ain't inbox Melody. I ain't tell nobody else. And it's like Melody. I talk a lot to her. I didn't inbox no. I just went. But there were people who knew because the admins,
What's
the
understood don't need
poor
to be
admins.
explained. You know what I'm saying? Hey, when people want some foul shit, all you can do is remove yourself and keep it moving.
And you can't be like that with certain people. And like I said, I can see how people move. I don't judge people how they move with other people because you might move with other people for, your own reasons, the way that you move with them. But when I give
It,
you solid, when I say that we good, I will cut my own family off. Like I don't want nobody. You always ask how I keep the skin looking good and all of that kind of stuff. I stress. I don't let people stress me. I will cut stress out. Shut up, Dre. I will cut stress out
for
in a
real, she cuts me
heartbeat.
out on a weekly. I just get over it and we stay friends.
I don't cuss you out. I
Plus,
use curse words in my communication.
I no longer have
It's
feelings,
cussing you
so
out.
I just take the cussing out. Okay, and we cool. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it moving. Hey, listen. If me and Nicole's Facebook Messenger conversations ever got leaked, y'all would see that lady be cussing me out on the regular.
That's right. I can wash my hand. Let me listen to him. Oh, thanks, Bosa. Bosa actually had dropped that. Oh, and Bosa also dropped the link to my 3-day cancer walk. If you have not donated yet, I think we're probably about $900 away. Whatever you can help. I'm 25 days away, and it's a 60-day, 3-day, 60-mile walk. So we walk 20 miles a day. I'm doing it in San Diego. So if you can support, please do so. The link is right there. Or you can Instagram me and I can send you or text you the link as well.
So that's a crip walk?
You know what? I can't do no big old crip walk. I can't crip
Be
walk
down
up the
there.
hills of San Diego.
Be down there like, Nicole, what up, sis?
But it also, if you are in the area, if you can come and just kind of cheer us on, that's good too. They have cheering posters. You can just tell me what part of the map you're on, so I'll look out for you guys.
This in
Not
your
to be
state?
messy, but I was robbed by that group. Sent money for a hat and never got it. So, oh wow, Elias, I got them in flavors. If you would like them, I can ship them to you. Anybody need the shirts? I can ship you some of those too. Unless I alter them, cut them up or something like I'm not gonna send you something that I altered. Good morning, Dominique. I'm walking in with my finger up. Go, Dom.
Back
Go,
at you.
Dom. I love, check out Dom. Dom did an intro for Herb Collectors. Really, really sexy, kind of cool. It's a real chill. It sounds like a radio, like the nighttime radio love hour voice. It's really good. I love it. I love the whole staging of the wine and all of that stuff too. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, the chat is this. I am way behind. I'm sorry, y'all. The premises of social media has gone from making connections to making competition, and it's so. Oh, let's talk about that. Woo!
Ooh.
Why can't everybody just show love? So let me tell you another thing I don't like, and I think why everybody has to have the same thing. So if someone created this platform, why can't you create something different? Why everybody, you got one group and then 500 people in that same group want to make their own group? I'm not following all. It's going to be the same people posting the same stuff. Like, just dumb. That's just dumb. But big as what you said is yes, or the fact of, let me just keep it real. I am advertising Mafia Cancer Walk. If I was still in my place of employment, this would be done, right? Why in this society do I have to post it that many times? This should be done. I got on my personal page enough people if they posted just $15, right? So the other thing you would see is you post something that's going good, and this is one of the things with Sean that I watch. First of all, shout out to Sean. Sean is doing amazing things. This is a young black man who transformed himself from Washington, D.C. all the way over to Texas, created his own business, purchased animals, established a good foundation for his business. Now you see it flourishing. When he was here, it was a whole bunch of hype. That hype shouldn't be falling off for him. That hype should be like multiplying for him, because what he's doing is going to be groundbreaking. 5 years from now, I see him being a reptarian. Like, so I'm telling you, like, support the people who supported you, number one. So that's another thing. I support everybody. To the point where it's like I can't support everything. And I've said that. I say this to Keys all the time. God damn it. Like, I sell snakes. I don't want a charity every single day. And even when it comes to my own charity, I don't advertise it constantly. But I will tell you that I think it's very, very important to just support those who support you at least, right? Like Dre, all jokes aside, you've done a lot for my platform. But so who am I going to reach out? Who am I closest to do this podcast that I have in my mind? I know it's going to be a great podcast. I want to do something different. The Keys, we talked about that when I retired. Keys was like, you got to add another podcast. Right. And imagine though if I had reached out to you and you was like, oh, let me see if, let me check my calendar and all, and it made me wait a week or two. That could have changed the whole vibe of what I'm doing today. Dre said, yeah, when we doing it. And then we started to work times that was great for the both of us. And the other thing is that we intended on wanting to be able to stream this on both platforms. We couldn't on this platform. Dre didn't say, well, shit, if I can't show this on DW Exotics, I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? We try to do it where it's visible there as well, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
But
there
I
are
purposely
people.
don't want it on there just so I can push people to you. I don't got a problem with that. Because listen, for whatever reason, there are so many people who don't know me personally that think I'm like a celebrity. I'm not a celebrity. 11,000 followers ain't shit. 10,000 followers, it doesn't mean anything. They are numbers. And all it does is give me some status on Instagram, meaning that I have more people looking at my content than others. So I get a lot of people that DM me, and if I don't respond in a certain time, or if I read it and don't respond, or if I don't watch their YouTube videos or watch them, listen, I am busy as fuck. I have a daughter, number one. I work full time, and I am my own content creator. So I have to put out my own content. So you saw this post the other day, you liked it, and it was somebody saying, "Don't forget me when you get big." And the
Oh
response
yeah,
was,
yeah,
"Support me before I get big."
that's
And to me,
right.
that's important because everybody want a piece of the pie, but don't nobody want to help you bake it. So it's just like you don't want me to forget about you, but what are you doing to help contribute to make sure that I'm successful? Now, I'm not a cocky person. I'm not the type of person that's going like get famous and get all this money and just forget where I come from. That ain't who I am. I'm a very family oriented man, but I think when you are doing successful things, you know what I'm saying? When you are doing things that have the ability to be great, people are threatened by it. So it's like they back off of you. And then once they see you actually doing it, they're like, "Oh shit, oh shit." Listen, my brother opened a store this past weekend. Of course I'm there. It's my brother. And I make sure I have the bigger platform on social media, but I make sure that people know it's not my store. It's my brother's store. Because I want people to know when that shit blow up, who to look for. Because I know a store isn't what I want to do. I want to stick to the educational part of it. However, I'm going to help them out any way I can. That's my blood brother. So, of course, I'm going to do any and everything in my power to make sure that the platform that I have access to, I'm going to give him the same, you know what I'm saying, the same access to it. Hey, bro, you should do this. Hey, bro, try doing this. Matter of fact, let me show you how to do this real. Because it's not a competition. That's my brother. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So even if it was my cousin, even if it was my friend, regardless, if I see you trying to get to a certain point and I can help anyway, I don't care if I had 2 followers. If I have the knowledge and I can actually help, yo, let me sit down with you. Because naturally, I'm good at the social media stuff because I take my time to learn certain things and I take my time to see what works. I take my time to see what doesn't work. And me and my brother he's older than me by a year. We are 2 separate people. My brother's more like my dad. My dad's from Detroit, very set in stone. I don't give a fuck. Ain't nothing gonna change about me. This is me, and that's what it is. And I told my brother, I'm like, yo, if you want to be successful in your store,
Mm-hmm.
you have to get on social media because social media is the
To drive.
mass. It's the mass market of how you can pull people in. We had literally people from Baltimore this weekend. His first customers came from Baltimore because they saw the store on Facebook and they came to check out his store. And I told him, I said, that is how you know that it
Mm-hmm.
works. So my brother's the type of person where he's like, well, if they don't like what I post, can't be like that, bro. Because no, don't get me wrong. I know I say that, but I post reptile related things that people don't like. I tell him, listen, as the CEO, owner, the president, not to mention you're black. You're scrutinized 10 times more than anybody else. I've dealt with it myself. You know how many times I've been called nigger in my DMs just because people don't like that I'm growing on my listeners. This is shit I don't talk
Oh
about
God,
because I
thank
don't
God
care.
that's never happened.
That was happened to me, and I used to care. But what does it look like if you getting upset with somebody behind a keyboard? Because they're not gonna walk up to me at a show and say
Yeah,
that shit. I
especially
don't
when you
care.
like them.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the simple fact that People can talk about me. People can say whatever they want. Don't nobody know the work I put in to get here. And I'm still not where I want to be. I'm still hard on myself. People congratulate me all the time. Hey, congrats, congrats, congrats. I share milestones all the time. I appreciate it. But I know it's like in the back of my
I
mind,
know
I'm like,
that's right,
bro,
Keisha.
bro, you still got work to do because this is not a stopping point. You 30, you have a dog. I have myself on a clock and I'm so hard on myself, but I do it because I know I'm better than what I'm doing. But like I told my brother, you are in control of what you post. You are in control of what you let people see. Don't be afraid to
Yeah.
be great. Like everything is about you. So at the end of the day, you have to put it in your head that not everybody's gonna like what you're doing. There's always gonna be out of 10 people, at least two of those people every time are always gonna have an issue with something you posted. That's a conversation I literally had to have with myself before I even decided to get on social media and start doing becoming an influencer because at the end of the day, there's people on my YouTube videos. Listen, I got 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm only averaging like 200 to 300 views. Out of like 30 comments, a good six, seven of them are negative. You don't know what you're doing. I get people that try to argue with me about the snakes that I experience every day. And it's listen, I ain't got time to argue with you all the time. I'm over here busy perfecting what I'm doing.
Right.
So that's why I don't get caught up in who support me, who don't support me. I got 11,000 strangers who never even met me and support me on Instagram. So I don't talk to half of my family. I don't talk to. I haven't talked to in years. So I don't
And the
get caught up
reality
in
of it
who
is
supports me.
that it's the people, unfortunately, who don't know you who are quicker to support you than the people who do know you. And the people who do know you is even one of two things. Once you realize that you have you got the buy-in of the people who do know you, it's still a struggle to get them to support,
I,
right?
I I think the biggest thing is when you go in to a certain hustle, hobby, job, and you are expecting people to give you
Don't
accolades or you're
doing both.
expecting to blow up. The one thing that I had to learn is you need to go into it, you need to be passionate about your grind. And everything else after that is gonna come. I don't care. You selling burgers, you selling hair. I don't care if you got a 3-in-1, you selling burgers, hair, and you babysitting on the side. If you're not passionate about what you're doing, people aren't gonna support you. Because at the end of the day, when you keep your head down, you do your hustle, the right people will support. And that's all that matters. It's not gonna be overnight. And I think people, unfortunately, we are heavy into that world where people want instant gratification. There is nothing that we can do about that. And if you true to your hustle, then you'll never quit. You'll know that
Yeah.
good things take time. I've been at this for going on 4 years. I've seen people who literally started last year and blew up on YouTube. Cool.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's not a competition. What they do isn't what I do. So I support them. Hey, congrats on that. Because I know one day I'm going to be there. And it just is what it is. So I
Brand,
get
it's
the whole
definitely a
support
lot of
thing.
fake accounts. Cause anytime I get an account that's a logo related or whatever, I don't even respond. Like soon as they start to follow and then I get an inbox, I don't even respond. I block them. Like first of all, I think that's tacky. Um, you just following me to sell? No. Like, have you even figured out if I'm interested? If it's something that I might be, wanting or anything like that? I'm going to reach out to anybody if it's something that I want. If you got something that I want, I'm going to reach out. However, I do think that advertise your stuff, and if someone likes your art or whatever, they're going to follow
Man,
you and they're
listen.
going to send you a message.
So that's that. And that's another question I get all the time. Like, how do I start this? How do I get here? How do listen? Nobody is gonna market you like you. I don't. You can get the biggest shout out from your one of your celebrity people. That's fine because they're only gonna shout you out one time. After that, you still need to continue to shout yourself out.
Right.
You can go from 0 followers to 1,000 followers because somebody shouted you out. But if you are content with 1,000 followers, then cool. But if you want to be bigger than that and you want to appeal to more people, you got to keep going. I know people get tired of me posting my YouTube videos weekly. Don't give a damn because it ain't gonna stop.
Yeah, I think for me, it's more of, and don't get me wrong, I'm very social. Like I like posts and pictures, but the
Mhm.
whole real thing, I don't know. I'm almost 50. It's a little immature for me. I get that it's necessary, but it's like it's not. It wasn't my lane. But when it's with the animals, it's easy for me, right?
Yeah.
And then I get one like I got one that my granddaughter, because my granddaughter is she's a social media bud. And so she did this thing yesterday. She was like, "You should make this a reel." And I'm questioning if I should because I'm telling you, if somebody say something, and, I'm sensitive to a lot of things. You can bring it back. My grandkids will probably get me rolling up to your house. So thank you.
As they
But
should. But
but it's really cute. Like her thought behind it from a 6-year-old mind. So I might post it. But yeah, if that happens, I
listen,
might have to go off.
post them and fuck whoever got something to say. That's literally how I.
And
You
I'm
already know
trying
I
to
don't
get that,
care
Hey,
because
Nene.
I can't. If I spent all of my energy responding to every negative comment, I wouldn't be where I'm at. That I don't care. I got too much other positive shit to actually worry about. So somebody saying something negative, it's just like the fact that you took time out your day to tell me how you feel and you not about to get a response. That's on you. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because while you don't like that content, I just made a whole bunch of other content just like it. It's gonna be rolling out the rest of this week. So you just gonna be sitting there mad. And it's always somebody. One thing my parents taught me early: never ever argue with somebody that has less than you. And I for sure motherfucking won't. Because while you over here hating on me, you can't do what I do and you're not doing what I do. You over there with two ball pythons and you trying to tell me how to take care of a Gila monster. Get off Google and let me do my thing. That's just what it is. You know, it's like I'm not telling you how to take care of your ball pythons. I could,
Right.
but I don't get anything out of attacking people. Now, if you come to me and you need help, cool, that's a different story. But I get nothing out of it, and I honestly think a lot of it is because. But it is what it is. I've been black all my life. That ain't gonna change.
That's right, Keisha. There are so many different brands. I mean, even within our circles, the reason why we can watch this YouTube video to that because nobody is really the same,
Facts.
and it's
Oh,
entertaining in its own way, in different ways. Like when me and Dre decided this, we have this podcast, and this one we wanted to be straightforward. You want to hear some cursing on this one. This is going to be a little bit more direct, raunchy. And that was what we wanted to do. I didn't want it to be identical to what I do on Saturday, which is more of an educational.
right. I mean,
Um,
this is educational too. I think it's
no,
more
it
of
is, but I'm saying, like, I know on Reptiles and Cocktails, even though it's 18, that there are kids that show up. People bring their kids on there for certain episodes, like
makes
when Kevin
sense.
was on
Makes
there.
sense.
Here, if you brought your kids here, I don't know. I
It's like
don't
taking
know
them
what
to the
to say.
U.S. Arc auction. Yo.
You saw DW exotic and brought your kids. No.
Yeah, because I was toe up at that auction. I ain't gonna lie. I was.
Oh, Dre made it clear. Dre was like, "Look, are we cursing on here?" It's like,
Hey,
you know my mouth.
hey, listen. Listen. All right, listen. I already know. I can't wait till my daughter say her first curse word. I'll be like, "You are my child." Hey, it's what it is. Because to me, it's
But
just a
Maki,
word.
perfect
It's what you
example.
make it.
Maki, I started to support you before I knew you. Like I just this was a cool girl. I see she's getting into ball python. We're gonna support. And then we develop a relationship where I, know you more now. But it didn't take me to have to know you the way I know you now to support you. Like if you did nothing to me and you say share this, why not share this?
Listen. At the end of the day, I tell people all the time, you support people who don't even know you exist. You can support your friends. And if you
Yep.
can't, if you expect a discount or anything, then you're not a friend. And the sad part is, a lot of what we do on social media is free. Share the shit. Watch the shit. I don't care if you don't even watch it. Go click on it and walk away. I don't care.
Especially when you have the bigger platform. Somebody did it for you.
Listen, it's tough. Um, because I do get a lot of people who try to, you know what I'm saying? It's like they try to use me for clout, and they come to me with these dumbass ideas, and I'm just like, listen, I'm not your typical reptile account. You know what I'm saying? This is a reptile account, but it's ran by me. At the end of the day, yes, I get paid from Instagram, but guess what? Ain't no HR department, my nigga. So if I'm not going to do some shit, I'm going to let you know. You know, I still have people as current as last week that have reached out to me to want to be on their podcast to be like, why are you going to apologize for the meme? And people want to know, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. If you didn't like the meme, you didn't like the meme. That shit's a year old.
What the
I didn't
fuck?
like
What
that y'all was sending me naked pictures to my DMs after I posted this shit. Because first off, I like black girls, and number two, it's disgusting. But if a man sent you an unsolicited picture of his private parts, it's a problem. So,
big one?
let's not
Exactly.
do that. Let's not do that.
Exactly. No,
You know what
but
I'm saying?
that is an issue.
So that's why I'm just like, and this was a dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, get the fuck out my DMs, man. Like I've become a pro at leaving people on red because I just don't give a fuck no more. I don't care. And the level of I don't give a fuckness that I have now at 30 is dangerous. I just don't
Oh, it
care no
gets worse
more.
when you get older.
I just don't care no more because there's only one person that I need to do right by on this earth, and that is my little one. Other than that, man, you can kiss my left nut and choke on it. I don't care. I'm sorry, y'all. This
I
is the
gotta
real
hit a
Dre. This ain't
disclaimer
YouTube.
button.
This ain't
Lord
YouTube
Jesus,
Dre.
help them.
But it is what
No,
it
I
is
think
because people be doing
I
the
would
most.
like to see, because I've even seen it like with like hair down. There were people who were so supportive in the beginning, and now that it blew up to what it is, they can't support no more. Not that it's hurting because it's still blowing up, but the point is that you were there in the beginning. Why not ride this thing out? Let's see where it goes. You know, because no one's gonna forget the people who supported them in the beginning. You can't.
Listen, I've literally had people that got upset because I didn't support them the way they wanted, so they stopped supporting me and decided to become a hater. Like it's crazy. People don't like how you don't support them or you don't want to be on board with what they got going on, so they become a hater. It's, if you could become a hater that easy, you was never really with me. You were op. You was an op the whole time. So
Exactly.
no, I don't care. I don't listen. You can call it sassy behavior. You can call it zesty. You can call it whatever you want. I will block the shit out of motherfuckers for my piece. Because I've had people literally that will go through all of my pictures on YouTube videos. You're a fraud. You're a this. You a bitch. Get off my page. Leave me alone. God damn.
Why?
Because I don't want to do what they want me to do. And here's the. Do you know how many man, Nicole? And this was before. This was when I was at like 6K. I've had so many people that get upset because they don't understand or respect that my focus is my brand. So I'm not trying to get caught up in a bunch of different projects because if that's not where I'm trying to go with it, then I'm not trying to go with it. So of course, when people find out I was on a podcast with you, but I'm like, fuck y'all, that's family. I don't care. I'm a grown ass man and I make my own decisions. So if I said I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna motherfucking do the shit. If I told you no, I told you no. No explanation is needed. No is the explanation. And if you don't like it, then you just gonna have to sit with that no and be okay with it. Go sit in the corner. But I've had so many people try to bash my name. There's been people that try to get my account taken down because I don't want to do what they. Man, there is so much shit that goes on my page that I don't talk about because it's not worth even being highlighted. But I feel cool talking about it on here. But no, no. It's like they try to bully me into doing what they want to do. And then when I buck back, I'm like, who the fuck is you talking to? No, we're not doing that. I said no. If I don't want to join your podcast talking about this and talking about that, no, because I do this on YouTube. I don't need six other motherfuckers to vibrate a message that I've already said. And even then, I can't. like you said, you can't be cool with everybody. I'm not trying to have my name attached to everything. As my page grows, there's certain things where I'm just like, okay, cool, we're gonna stop doing that. We're gonna do more of that. We're gonna pull back on that just a little bit. Because that's how you grow. That's how you find the direction that you want your
Right.
business to go. And people don't understand and respect that. So of course I get called Uncle Tom or you don't fuck with us no more. Listen, my name is Dre, goddamn, and I don't know no goddamn Tom. But you wanna be mad, that's on you. That is on you.
I don't know no damn Tom. Okay.
Hey, I'm giving
Right,
listen.
I do. That's what I do most of the time. If I do post a reel, there's no damn picture. And I add song to it. That's what I do most of the time. But even
Nicole,
then,
no,
it's
I'm
just
about to
like,
be on her with these reels because my boy Gershawn is killing it now, and I've been slacking on the reels. But Nicole, we got it's my listen, Nicole. The crazy part is you already make reels. You just don't post them on Instagram.
right, you're right. Because I have to get past that part. And it's a me thing. Like, I hate social media horse. So I got to get past that part where I'm not, feeling like I'm crossing that line. Like, I don't want my face just this.
But
I
that's the
sell
thing is,
snakes.
it don't even have to be of you. You can literally open a cage, record 15 seconds, put some music on that shit, post it. It's all about what you
And
make
that's
it.
another
And
thing. I have to, like, again, it's the old lady part of me.
I feel it. But people be like, "Why are you so passionate about this?" Because I want to see all of my people doing the same exact thing that I'm doing. That's it. That is it. Like I'll be proud when I see Sean post a reel, and even then though, if you go look at his page and see how his content switched up and see how his views then went up already, he's got reels that's already hit 1,000, and he's never had that before. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, you gotta switch it up. Don't post the same stuff because then people already know what they're watching. Post some different shit with some trending music, and they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, that's what's up." That's all I do. I just post random stuff. A lot of stuff that I post, people don't want to post. They're not gonna post, or it's just shit they haven't thought of yet. Look at Antoine from High Desert. He's creative with his shit too.
But Antoine is over the top like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, but
that's
that's kind of how I
comedy.
am, because I'll be like doing the extra shit, hundreds and fifties, big ass tips. But every now and then, but I'm actually a goofy person. But I'm saying for you, literally, all you got to do, I get basic with it. Turn off all your lights, leave your ring light on, find like a solid color wall, or go outside when it's warm, have a snake on the floor or something, and just post it, and you can see the iridescence and the shimmer. 15 seconds, boom. And popcorn good.
It's not. It's peanuts and cheese.
What the fuck? What kind of
These
breakfast?
things are good. The breakfast balance thing. You don't ever eat these?
Obviously not. I eat
Oh my
bacon,
god, y'all!
eggs.
These are so good. They healthy too.
Ooh, Sargento, you
Like, if you're not
fancy.
a big breakfast person and you want it with like some coffee, this will fill you up.
You not a big breakfast person, Nicole?
I'm a big dinner person.
I feel it.
Or
Hey, I get up and I be on the go, so I feel that.
yeah, I'm a big dinner now. Or like I would say like round two. I don't even
This
think
girl over
lunch from
here,
2, 3.
man, if you don't go feed that to them damn African soft furs and quit playing.
What? Oh, did you see the Bo? I might just point out Bolt's comment. You did see he got a blood python, right?
Yeah. I've been talking to him. He be
And
watching my
actually, he
videos
got a
and
pretty
stuff.
one.
Yeah, I listen. That's the snake I get hit up about the most. Like, what do you do? I'll talk all day about Kato because me and Kato hit some milestones, and Kato was the first snake I ever bought.
Yeah, I got to I tried to give the carpet a live pinky. He wouldn't take it, so I'm gonna go
No
get him
look
a
at.
mouse today, a live mouse, because I don't like See, that's the thing. That's another thing. I like animals like retakes when you get them even as babies. You can drop Jesus in there. It's want to eat
You said Jesus. Oh, I'll see you in hell.
Jesus, you get the metaphor, Jesus, right? Um, yeah, but and I love this
I'm not
carpet.
even going
Like,
to entertain that because I don't want to lose
I
followers.
love the snake. I'm not gonna lie. If I will have to say to you, and I will have to say to Jeremy, I absolutely love this snake. I do.
But that's why I like bigger snakes in general, just because their appetite seems better. Boas, worms, retics, like they just got like ain't nothing like knowing that your snake is gonna eat and it never fails you. That is the best shit. And then you start getting into like ball python. My anaconda is a fucking beast. That bitch is whoo. And let me tell you, it is so rewarding to have a yellow anaconda now because she is
I'm
like the
sure
friendliest snake. She's like the
it's
friend, like
very rewarding.
literally. I haven't held her since I've been back from Chicago until 2 days ago because I've been sick. I took her out the other day with the hook. She climbed right up my arm and was chilling. Didn't try to bite. I'm just like, you know
Because
what,
it's
bitch?
a
You all
transition
right?
period. I do believe that this when the snake goes from like especially the larger snakes. My snakes like to come out. When we come back from vacation, they all wake up like they know we're home, and we just open
Mm-hmm,
the doors and let them come out.
mm-hmm.
Even the other day when we came back from with the kids, I told the kids I'm going to let all the retics out. So they're like, okay, and Sky's different, but Jade is so small, and because he's so small, like I don't think the retics will react, but I'm not taking no chances with my grandson.
For
So
sure, for sure. And
we separate them. Sky's a little bigger.
you just made me think of another topic, but we'll get to that
No, go
on
ahead.
another
Go
show.
ahead.
So we just talk about responsible keeping,
Okay. Yep.
especially with big snakes. That's a great topic and
Yeah,
very
like
very
I love
relevant.
my retakes, and I love my Rottweiler, but you never see my kids with the Rottweiler, my grandkids with the Rottweiler by himself. And I do know that
Oh yeah,
99.9
Elias.
my Rottweiler is not even reacted to them, but I'm not taking no chance of,
Right.
let's say, one of the smaller ones kick the Rottweiler in his nuts, for example, and he's sensitive there, you know what I'm saying, or his ears, some way where he's sensitive, and even
Every
his
male creature
initial
is sensitive
reaction will
there.
be painful.
Because I tell you, if I get kicked in my nuts, by, I'm fucking a kid up.
I'm just saying, like, well,
I'm
mine
going
is
to
very.
jail.
He even hates when the vet does it. Like when the vet does it, he like.
Yeah, you kicked me in the kids. I'm fucking the kid up. Well, I'm telling you, I've been kicked in my. Oh, oh, my stomach hurt just thinking about it. Jesus.
But with a retake, for example, they can be non-reactive, and say if a child step on them, they can go from non-reactive to reactive right away. And I just don't take those chances. And kids can't
For
control all of
sure.
their movements.
And see that adds on to the responsible keeping part where it's just like I don't care how comfortable you are with animals.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put your animals in a situation where they have to react.
That's right. Yep.
So people have
Yep.
seen me, with my daughter too, of course, and she's petting snakes and stuff like that. But I'm eyeballing her. I have my snake in my far hand, and she's reaching and petting. Now, I've never had an issue. If I even thought that, any of the snakes would react to her,
You
then
wouldn't give her one. You
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
hand
take
her
it
the
out.
green tree.
Yeah, hell no, shit. I'll be in
Right.
there like I'm playing hot potato with that motherfucker every now and then. That Emerald Tree Bow, as soon as the door open, he'd be like, I'd be like, ha, you know what I'm saying? Like, so definitely not. But yeah, it's all about being responsible and making those right decisions. And that's what any animal like. I'm not gonna lie. It bothers me when I see people have these big ass dogs and they got these big ass snakes and they just letting them chill together and they
Yeah.
across the room. And I'm just like, that shit triggers me really
And
bad.
like I said, I'm impressed with those who do it, but it's not. I don't even want my Yorkie poo in here. Like it's just that a dog is a dog, and a snake
Facts.
is a snake. And the reality of it is, for me, my Rottweiler will win. Um, if unless one of the bigger retics get him, you know what I'm saying, off guard, he's going to win. And he's going to win quickly because I've watched if you ever see a Rottweiler like play with like a tree bark, they can snap a tree bark with one jaw pressure. Like and not pit bulls got to shake. A Rottweiler will take that thing and go decapitate it. So with any of my snakes, that's a goner, and it's not fair to my dog, and it's not fair to my snake.
Exactly.
And I'm sure like my Rottweiler don't even come in his room, and I think he used to, but when I put all it, he's like, oh, none of them things in there. I don't want to really fuck with them like that. But I think that's what his mind is. Now, if I say come here and I'm sitting here, he's gonna come, and y'all seen him do that. Like he'll come, but he'll get out of your way real fast. I don't
Right.
want to hurt nothing. You know what I mean? I do see that when he walks, he looks like
Let me
let me
make sure
walk out
everything
here and
cool
I'm
in
watching.
here.
Yeah. What are y'all,
In case I have to bite
checking
a
y'all out?
motherfucker. Arr, you know
Right,
what I'm saying? Hey,
exactly.
that's how
He's
it
he's
is.
very attentive to the fact that there's some shit in here that might give
shit
him a
that
challenge.
don't sit right with him, but he know what's in there,
Yes.
and you seem to be okay with it.
Right. I'm not protecting you because you seem to be okay with it, but I'm side eyeing these motherfuckers
Just
and
know,
all
he said, just
right.
know if shit hit the fan, it's going down, T.
But yeah, and I know like if something like that was to happen, that person will feel horrible, like horrible. And it's like with dogs. I mean, dogs sometimes can be reactive with us. My Yorkie
Listen,
Poo gets mad whenever you put him in his room,
I
and
feel
he'll
like
get the and all of that other stuff. Whenever you put him in his room, he hates it.
it's hard for me to feel bad about certain things because I feel like in certain situations you don't have that option to be like, oh, you don't have that option to learn a lesson. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is if you know that naturally these animals don't interact with each other and you let them interact anyway just because this animal's captive and then this is a dog and something happens, I'm not gonna feel bad for you because that's something you should have knew going into that. I'm sorry. You can't have live animals and then something happens where there's a fatality and then talking about, oh, I had to learn a lesson. No, motherfucker. You were supposed to do some research and understand that that wasn't supposed to happen because at the end of the day, you learned a lesson, but at the cost of another animal's life.
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me. So a lot of people get mad at me, and I'm just like, look, there's certain things you're not about to see a pilot like, oh, sorry, I had a rough day, and this motherfucker crash the plane. No, it don't work
I
like that.
hope
There's
not.
certain, you know, what I'm saying there's certain things that you cannot take a chance on. A doctor doing open heart surgery. Man, let me tell you about my light last night, and botched the whole surgery. Oh, sorry. We'll throw this one. No, because it don't work like that. There are certain things that
Right.
you can't play with and you have to know up front. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody know I had a boxer. My dog was never allowed in the reptile room when cages were open. Now when cages were closed, he'd go in there, sniff around, he'd look at the
Mm-hmm.
cages, cool, because I wanted him to know that they were there and be aware of
Yeah.
the animals. But he know as soon as I go in there and I play that music, shit,
I mean,
get
we
out of the
all
room.
share the same space. Like
You know what I'm saying?
Sincere asked the other day on Key's show. He said, Nicole, how do you let them snakes out? Don't you have big dogs? And I'm like, yes. But when the snakes is out, everybody know the dog stay in his room. Like all these animals got their own rooms.
But
You stay
again,
in your room and don't come out. Don't let them out because my
mhm,
snake's out. And so we communicate.
previous conversation we had on this podcast, people don't know the work and the procedures and the things we have in place to keep our animals safe. Because when you're operating in a multi-animal household, you got to have some procedures in place because otherwise you're gonna have some issues. You know what I'm saying? So got to have something, and you as the person that controls all of that,
Mm-hmm.
it has to be able to work efficiently. Otherwise, you're gonna continuously be dealing with something, and ultimately you're gonna be losing money because you pay for all these animals.
Yeah, I don't even let this like when the Tegu's and the water monitor in the house. I don't let the snakes out then either. And I don't get me wrong. There are people I've seen videos where the damn bearded dragon and the Tegu is laying on top of the retake.
Mm.
I just never like I don't believe my animals are conditioned that way. Especially not my female Tegu. For sure, she gonna whip somebody's ass. She walks around with the intent on coming in here and seeing what she can mess up.
I
But
don't care how comfortable I feel my animals are. I
mm-hmm,
don't because people don't understand that just because reptiles aren't vocal doesn't mean they don't stress. They
mm-hmm,
stress, and the problem is, which is why it's also important. Stress can be fatal for reptiles.
yep.
So
Especially small lizards. That's like especially small lizards. Um, and even with the largest snakes, they have points where they just want to rest. Could you imagine you allowing dogs to just come through and they can see them? You know what I'm saying? Like all the time. Even with my water monster, that was the one thing that we tried to do. We wanted to put him where he would hear the dog, so he would understand that there's another animal in the house that makes noise. But we
mhm,
didn't want to put him where he sees the dog. Like the dog is eye level with
yeah,
him when he was a baby.
That's what bothers me about some of these cat people. They think it's cute when they be posting pictures and the cat be in the bearded dragon's tank, and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with y'all? That makes no sense.
Yeah,
So, mm-mm.
shout out to Gershon AMG for sure. He definitely inspired a lot of people. And I mean, and even with that, let's talk about Gershon, like not being envious. Gershon has put people on that has blew up past Gershon, and Gershon is still 110% supporting everybody and those people as well. So again, like it's you're gonna get given it shall be given unto you. Like your blessings is gonna come. Like I mean, even for me, and to Ray's point, I did want to point out because Ray made a comment earlier. So Ray, I'll just share my thoughts on the donation things, right? Although it seems that people are not donating to your cause, I want you to think of it this way because I had to, I see it. There are so many requests in the reptile community to help this, support this. I have seen, I shared, with some of my friends, where in a Patreon, someone asked us to support a family member who was sick, and then the next week, all of a sudden, he's buying all these rats and snakes, and he claims somebody gave them to him. See, I'm observing the shit like that. Because if that was the case, then you really didn't need the donations to help your father. Because if someone was going to give you rats, you could have asked some people to sell that shit for you and help your father. But,
I'm gonna I'm gonna keep it a buck on why I don't support a lot of the financial things that I see in the reptile
I
community.
mean, some of it's just too. I mean, I'm sorry. I just wanted this last thing, Dre. I'm gonna get back to you, Ray.
Hmm?
A lot of it is because like people like me are supporting without you even knowing or other people knowing, and like at a certain point, this shit got to be a cutoff. Because I feel like one week I gave over $1,000, and my husband ain't gonna go for that. He don't care if it's charity. He don't even care about my place in heaven that much. So I think at a certain point, like I will use Big D for example. I think Big D is a constant giving person. Like he's constantly giving. Like just when you're not even paying attention, at some point, and I shared a post the other day. You can't be the person always giving when you don't have your rock solid. Like that's not fair. So I think that's what happens sometimes, Ray, is there's so many different people in the reptile community requesting money for this, that, and the other. That people just get tired of it. To be honest, not that your cause is not a good cause. Just be conscious of the fact that your intent is good. But some of us are doing it like every day, all day. It seems, and we can't. I know I can't. I have a cutoff. I'll say
That's
no at a
that's why
certain.
I don't support them. For the simple fact that people scam too much, and often more times than not, I've seen more people that will post they'll
Nay,
post a
they've been watching too
GoFundMe.
much CW Exotics. You done bought the thug out of Nay
Gang,
Nay.
gang. Don't hate.
My
Um,
sweet Nay Nay.
I've seen more often than not, well, people will post a GoFundMe and they'll be like,
Hey,
"Hey,
spicy.
I took my snake to the vet and it's gonna cost $3,000 for this," and I'm just like, "Listen, this is what we mean when we say do your research, and you need to make sure that you can support this animal through its entire life
Oh
because
yeah,
there's
its
there's
entire life. Say that again.
there's no way that I have all of these snakes and I can't financially support them on my own because I'm not. I'm gonna keep it a buck, and I hope I don't offend nobody. But when you get on social media and
When
ask
you
people
say
for
it, when
money,
you say that as a prerequisite, it's about to be offensive. Let's just go.
probably when you get on social media and you are asking people for money to help
Ooh,
you care for your animal,
ooh,
I'm sorry, for
ooh,
me, that's the equivalent to
ooh.
getting on social media and you crying. Because you're going to turn on
Woo!
that
Where
goddamn
candy?
camera
Where candy?
and you
Where
crying.
candy?
No, no, it's not going to work.
Yes.
Because if you get on social media and you crying and you recording, ain't nothing fucking wrong with you. I'm
That
sorry.
first of all, and I'll go back to when I was an admin and shout out to the bro admins because I was the admin was like fuck no, yes that was her, no no no, kill the cash apps. I don't care if your brother died and y'all didn't have insurance because I preach insurance all the time in that group. None of that. Like we should be surprised. And even when John passed away, They will tell you, I say, Gershon knows this. We are not collecting money for him. Not. What we're going to do, we're going to give money, but we're going to give it directly to his kids, because that's where John would want his money to go. That's where he would want him to go. When Gershon, and I'm sure he wasn't the only. Let me get, because I got a platform now. I can bring this shit up. Gershon, I'm sure, was not the only breeder who had a snake on hold when John died. Okay, Gershon was the only breeder who reached out, and what we did was, how much did he owe? I'm gonna pay for that snake. John was almost finished paying for that snake. Gershon was very honest. He probably owed, I think it was like another $20-something on that snake. I'm going to buy that snake. The snake is named Dimples. That's the one that I named after John. Name is Dimples. But take the money, Gershon, and cash app it to his kids. Here's the cash app information. And that's what we did. But no one was going to go on that page and say, John just died, let's collect money. I didn't care who was going to try it. We wasn't going to have it because John couldn't stand that shit. Y'all will not let somebody put some cash app up for him. He will not. I will hear him stuttering from his grave, all kinds of trifling asses we were if we did it, so we wasn't going to do it. And the man had a beautiful service. His kids, God bless them, because I think the saddest thing with John's passing was, other than the fact that he died so suddenly, but his kids. John didn't care about nothing else. John didn't have a lot to say about a lot but his children. So another positive thing about social media, Dre, we wouldn't have known that if it wasn't for us having that social media friendship with him, because he wasn't verbal about a lot of things, even on his personal page, but his kids, his girls. And so therefore, for me, that was the only collection that we were going to do. And we wasn't collecting it. Nobody in here need to collect that money. Send it straight to this cash app. We know what it is.
Listen. And that's why I get people that
DM
DM me directly.
Who still has a snake that you did not deliver cash app the money, y'all give you the cash app to his kids. Because I know y'all out there, because John kept snakes on hold.
I get people who DM me directly, like, hey, if you could support this, I'll share it. I'm not supporting it. I can't, because not even just reptiles, but it's just everything is a scam now. Everything is a scam. And like you said, I've seen people where, this is a problem, or I've literally seen somebody in the reptile world. I'm not going to say whose name it is. It's a smaller account. But she literally posted a GoFundMe for $9,000 because she wanted to move. What the fuck you think this is?
Oh, yeah, they tried all kinds of stuff in that group
So
until I came and shut all of that stuff down.
I start replying back to people.
My own cousin, I told y'all, she, the girl, y'all didn't know it was my cousin. So I had to tell everybody, collected money for a funeral for her grandmother. Now, I'm your damn, because you forget I was in the group. Your grandmother is already getting service. Like, what the hell? What, are you lying to these people? And I had to say, she's lying. Do not send money. This is for her. Her grandmother is good. How do you know? That's since y'all want to know, how do I know? That's my fucking cousin, okay? Her grandmother is my damn first cousin. Like, that's how I know. Like, the death happened in my family too. I ain't asked y'all for shit.
Right. It's just, I can't. I just can't.
But
I'm
no,
not.
so that's what happens. Now, even with like my breast cancer walk, that's why I tell people when I do post it, you donate directly to Susie G. Coleman. You don't have to cash at me. There is times that I'm doing a live. And I got some very loyal people, because I don't have the super chat set up yet. And they'll try to cash at me money. No, when I get the super chat, yes, because that can flow right through through the YouTube, and I can track that through the business, and I can make sure the money is allocated the way that it needs to be. But me, I'm good. Like, no, don't send me anything. But when it comes to charity, that's another thing. Some people like me give all the time, and I'm giving when I want to give, not to who asks, because everybody who asks is not deserving of my giving. You can't take a vacation and then ask me to help pay your rent. That ain't gonna happen. I wouldn't even do that for my own daughter. You didn't prioritize your vacation over your rent.
People ask me all the time, why don't you ever donate? Because I have a kid. Even if I didn't, no.
Hey, Spicy. I think I said it. I just want to make sure. Breakfast is my favorite meal, though.
She made
But
with these
Brandon, I
comments
think,
again.
well, I'm assuming, do you work out in the morning? Because even for me, like it's harder for me to, I'd rather work out and then eat breakfast, but breakfast still wouldn't be a heavy meal. It would be something small. But for some reason in the evening, that's where
So do you
I
work out on it?
crave.
You work out on an
Yeah.
empty stomach?
So it works out better for me. I have, believe it or not, have more energy on an empty stomach. Like working out after I eat, unless it's like it's a shake or something like that. But if it's food, like I can't have substance on my stomach before
Yeah,
I work
usually
out.
for me, it's like a shake or something small, like a granola bar, but I gotta have something in my stomach because if not, I'm gonna feel sick. So I have
Yeah.
to.
So I'm like that if I'm doing like a long walk because you got to kind of eat throughout. But like
But see,
cycling or something like that, I
I
can't.
gotta
It
hit
makes me
the,
want to throw up.
I hit the weight, so I gotta have some type of something to burn.
Okay, everybody, please remember to go and subscribe to Rock on Reptiles. I support him. Candy said I'm a big food person. Well, that's Texas. That's the Texas in you, I'm sure. That's the one place I gotta eat when I go to Texas. Um, yeah, Bloods. Yeah, he got a nice blood. But it's just that's
Elias
that
got
one I'm
one
not
too.
against that.
Elias got one too. I forgot.
At
Elias,
Tinley?
not at Tinley, I
Oh,
don't
I was
think,
getting
but
ready to say.
Elias,
I said not after he was walking around talking, but I ain't buying nothing. I'm just
Elias just got one recently in the past like couple of weeks. I think it was being shipped. So in the past couple of
okay.
weeks, I remember him messaging me. It's nice. So
Yeah. Yeah, Brent, I love all my big six. My berms are my grandchild's favorite. Like she loves the berms. I'm gonna post a cute little picture with her video. She's on the video, so look, y'all stay tuned. I'm interviewing my granddaughter today before she goes home on a topic that she shared with me that occurred in schools. And we really, first of all, my granddaughter is so intelligent, and you guys want to see, but about the reptiles. Like she shocks me sometimes, even when I hear what she says to other people, like how much she's picking up. So sometimes, like certain podcasts she's listening to, even from a business perspective, she said to me the other day, she was like, she had it's these little books right here. She walking around with this little book and a pen. And I said, what are you doing? She said, oh, I'm taking note. I'm counting all of the reptiles because if you die in pool, I gotta control your legacy. I said, what? She said, isn't that what you said the other day? And I'm like, Lord Jesus, I did say that. I did say that. So she is prepared for the
you got
case
to,
of
because I
like,
know something happened to me. They're gonna try to fucking sell my shit off for top dollar to the highest bidder.
well, I know that some of my, but like I said, I leave specific instructions. Like my retics, you got one of them you got to keep.
Nah, fuck that. I'm sitting
My
up in my
ball
casket like,
pythons, you call Keys,
fuck
he
you
gonna help
doing?
you get those off.
Mm.
Everything else, my lizards go to my nephew. Like it's certain things that, and in certain states, my husband just got to keep, or I'm gonna come back and haunt him.
I'm sitting up in the
Him
casket
and his
like,
new wife.
fuck going on?
I'll haunt them both if they don't keep my
Listen,
snakes.
and they better close that motherfucker if they know it's good for. So,
So,
yeah, Keisha, put
Elias,
the
where did
Snickers
you get
down.
your blood from?
For me? Or,
No, Elias. And where did Bosa get his from? So I thought my carpet react to my puppy, but there hasn't been one. She's 9.5 feet, and he's a little 2 pound Yorkie. And you know, Yorkies normally a little mean anyway. So probably aggravating the hell out of the carpet.
man, little fucking Steven. Little, that little thing ain't gonna do nothing.
GP. Burns, I feel, are maybe more reliable temperament wise. Definitely, man. Those people running around with snakes to scare people, etc., won't do any good. Absolutely. Um, the funny thing is that Brandon, but all of my snakes are good, but when it comes down to the overall, who do I trust the most? I trust my retakes more than my burns, and I think it's because the kids have. I don't know. I just think it's the way that the albino burn, my granddaughter actually that was always kind of her snake, so that's different. But yeah, I think it's still the retakes for me. But I mean, all the big snakes for me, you just can read them so well, I think. Like, when they're getting pissed off. They give you warnings.
Zeus.
Especially if they're out, because normally they just want to chill when they're out or whatever. You got to do something like step on them accidentally or some crap like that, which you shouldn't. And even that, like, we got protocols, like Drake was saying. We have protocols that we don't allow the kids, if the big retics are out, make sure you come this way, don't come that way. Just like different things. You don't want a child to ever surprise a retic, especially one that's sitting dormant. All of a sudden, this baby.
I don't ever want to surprise a retic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just certain things are just like, it's smart, but it's definitely more startling for a kid, you know, because they don't expect it and we can anticipate it. But my burn, any events that I do, Zeus comes with me. I can't say the same for Peaches. Peaches is fucking crazy. When she's out, she's fine. She just likes to move, but I don't quite trust her yet. And I honestly, I don't think I'll ever get to that point where I 100% trust her as much as I do my berm or some of my other snakes, but I'm okay with that because I've gotten comfortable with how to deal with her and how her personality is. So it's okay. I'm cool with it. But my berm, man, all day. He hang around my neck all day. Um, it's one of my favorite bigger snakes to take out for people to hold because I literally can put him in somebody's hands and walk away, and I don't have not one fear that he's gonna do something.
What are your thoughts on people who do allow? Well, it's hard for me but people who do allow their small kids to be alone with big snakes.
Not smart.
So let me. I wouldn't do it, right? But I do think that there are certain situations, kind of like, not for me. I'm just saying for other people, because my grandkids would never be in that situation. With the Rottweiler, for example, you'll see sometimes people who leave their babies with big dogs, and I think that's not smart either. In fact, you hear situations.
I'm gonna put it to you like this: when my daughter was born, I still had my dog. Regardless of how comfortable I was with my dog, I knew my dog witnessed. He was a boxer. They're the friendliest, most loving dogs. However, again, don't let there be a situation where something could happen because I'm not going to be able to live with myself.
Right.
But ultimately, if I have Luther, my big 7-foot boa, and he's out, and I have my daughter with me.
Right.
If I got to leave the room, it's easier for me to take my daughter with me and leave him out chilling for a minute. Like if I gotta I don't care if I gotta be gone for 2 seconds. Come on, boo boo, you coming with daddy?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make any. I know he's not gonna do anything in that room in 2 seconds, but you don't know what triggers that kid can make that snake have. So that's why I do. And again, it would be stupid of us to be preaching all of this, practice safe snake keeping and reading your animal, and then we leave a kid alone with a snake that could easily kill them. That doesn't make any sense.
And that's the point. It's the same thing with the dogs. It can easily kill them. So
Any
if
animal.
it's the Yorkie poo, the chances are the Yorkie poo probably bite one of them be quicker than the Rottweiler would, but the Yorkie poo won't kill them. You know what I'm saying? And that's my thing about the big snakes. Now, I do teach them, like, I'll let them sit down with me present, and I'll let the snake, like, go across out 3 laps and how to appropriately raise the snake and stuff like that. But I will never leave them alone with it. But we don't go alone. Like, Michael knows when I got the big snakes out. Michael, I'm ready to take out the retics. You know what I'm saying? So somebody else in the house know that I'm out with all of these snakes because you never know.
I feel like it's not smart, and you're asking, for trouble at that point. Now don't get me wrong. I've seen people who have their kids, and they got this big 12-foot retic, and it's crawling over the kid. but the person is right there. You know what I'm saying? That still makes me a little weary, depending on how big the kid is. However, the person is still there and still in the room. But if we talking, you gotta run downstairs and throw some clothes in the dryer or the washer, or you gotta do this, you gotta do that, and your baby is like 2 or 3, and you got this big 17-foot snake. The fuck? That's Listen. Common sense ain't so common because there's certain things where I'm just like, are you serious? Because I'm gonna keep it a buck. My daughter is my world. Again, if something happened to her, I wouldn't be able to live with myself, especially while she's in my care.
Right.
So
Oh, yes.
I wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even leave my daughter alone in a room with a garter snake because I know my daughter's at the age to where she's gonna gravitate toward it and try to pick it up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. No, because then she get bit, and that's where that fear comes from.
Yep.
Because I wasn't in the room to show her how to properly do something. You know what I'm saying? So no, it's not smart. That's dumb as fuck, honestly. Like I don't leave shit. I don't leave my daughter in the room with certain fucking people. Keep it a buck. I don't know you like that.
Exactly.
So I'm not
Exactly.
gonna leave her in a room with an animal that all it knows is basically feeding mode and relax mode. And honestly, relax mode ain't always relax mode because animals go off of their surroundings. So if the kid is hyper and doing something to make the snake uncomfortable, yes, it's gonna be a problem. Now,
And
if
then
we talking
it's all on the news, and then all of
right,
us who own that snake are in the situation where we're in trouble, and
exactly. Now
we would never.
if we talking, I'm saying an older kid, 12, 13, 14, that's not such a big problem. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't leave them completely unsupervised, but if you got to be like, hey, I got to go do this really quick and you're going to be like 5 minutes, I would feel more comfortable. Cool. But no, not my daughter. Hell no. Mm-mm. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, I have to get better, Brandon, actually eating breakfast because after when you and Firmino, like after I had a full hysterectomy last year,
Hmm.
and when you become when you all of your hormones are gone, in order for you to balance your weight better, you're supposed to eat first thing in the morning. It's just so hard for me because I'm not conditioned to do that. So I'm working on it. Because that's where like you'll see me if y'all look at me in July, I look really, really skinny, and then look at me in September, I look like I gained weight. That's how it fluctuates. If when you don't have hormones, your weight, your thyroid, and everything is off. So it fluctuates like that. So you have to stabilize with, they say, breakfast first, the exercise, and all of that. And breakfast is just so hard for me, but it definitely changes how your body breaks down sugars and stuff like that, and sugars and fats. So it's definitely healthier to eat breakfast, but I gotta work to get that going. But these little things definitely, it's eating something. It's eating
True
something,
that.
and it's protein, so not a lot of fat. So, Elias, I saw your comment that someone stole your picture trying to raise money. I can't. I can't.
Did I tell you what
That's
happened to
another
me last
thing.
month?
With social media. Cause y'all, if you ever like send me a friend request and we were already friends, I don't accept it. Like you literally have to give me a code word or something because I like, what's a code? What is something that only me and you know? Because it's so many people stealing people's accounts, and that's just weird. And when you get into those business pages, it gets worse.
Yeah,
It gets so
it
much
does.
worse. So,
That's why I had to start
Ray, you see
filtering
what
out my
time it
DM.
is? Are
I
you
do.
good?
We're gonna have to just take it to 2 hours flat, and I gotta get off.
Okay.
But I was about to say something.
All right, so let me just check to see.
I forgot what it was regarding though.
Keisha said she was about to open the stickers, and I looked over and read the chat.
You late. I was like 45 minutes ago.
Keisha, shut up. I'm gonna get a pointer. Karen Shay, you should be blue now too. You should have been. So, yeah, Dre, don't you talk about Steven.
Oh, Taco Bell dog. Yeah, no Taco Bell. But
Yes. Oh, now I love oatmeal. Like if it's cooked right, I love me some oatmeal
oatmeal
with
fire.
apples in it and raisins. Oh, that's like my favorite
Yeah.
breakfast
You lost me
if
at
it's cooked
raisins.
right.
You lost me at raisins.
Yeah, the retails definitely move way more, but I think that's what I like. I love to be out cleaning and stuff like that, and a retake just come from one side of the house to the other side of the house. That's the part that I love about them is their mobility and their curiosity to just go
Like how
everywhere.
active they are. Yeah, I just like how active they
Yeah.
are.
Like, and they just so curious, and just to watch them sometimes is like get into stuff they don't even know why they're getting into it, but just watching them sniff it out and say, okay, let me go try this and see what this do.
Hmm.
It's just fun watching them, and they just like little kids to me, like little kids just walking around. Hi, Jahara Smith, welcome. I don't think I've ever seen you in here, so welcome to Two Peas in a Podcast. That's Dre. I'm Nicole, or I'm Dre. That's Nicole. No, I'm just. But let me make sure that I make you blue. Candy ain't blue. Candy ain't even say nothing. Hold on. So, guys, if you're not blue, you might be blue in reptiles and cocktails, but not here. And that's because it's two different podcasts, but I will correct that as I see it. Thank you.
I'm stepping away
And
for
then
just
we
a
got
second. I
3
can
more
still hear you
minutes.
though.
Not done, but under supervision. Mm-hmm. Younger children should be supervised. Absolutely. I saw the liquid eye today. I'm preparing for surgery. What kind of surgery? You gonna have the one of the gastro thing? Candy. Diet Gaboon Viper name. Okay, got through everything. Okay. So yeah. So did anyone else freeze? No, I'm not frozen. Is anybody else frozen? Okay. So, that's right. She said, I'm blue regardless.
Oh God.
I can't. Tammy said, I don't eat plants. I eat 2 to 3 meals a day. Only 4 ounces of protein and 20. Is that 21 fat protein ratio? Or 2.1. I see it now. Okay. And don't eat plants at all? Yeah, I do. Oh, good for you, Candy. And it's honestly in that situation, like, because I think you had the same surgery we talked about. At a certain point, that's probably the only way. The good thing for me is that like mine is kind of like growing in the one section of my body, like it's just like my butt and my hips. And although my husband like a big butt, I can't stand it. And anybody who takes fat and put it in your butt, I don't understand. I can't comprehend it. Like that is like the craziest thing ever. For somebody, no, seriously, Trey, like for people who got big dumb butts, like we don't want Candy. Tell we don't want
You
this
telling
shit.
me? I don't like no
If you
girl with
gonna
no
take this
BBL
fat
either.
out, you better throw it in the trash.
Like the old natural. I want the cellulite. What you mean?
You better throw that shit in the
If
trash.
it ain't jiggling, I ain't wiggling. No, I'm
Yeah,
good.
I'm not taking it out. Nothing. I'll take out fat that you'll never see again, but I ain't taking out fat and put it anywhere else in
Stiff
my
ass,
body.
stiff
Especially
ass
not the
book
butt
bag
because
booties. I'm good.
you can't wear the right clothes at that particular point. But good for you, sis. And I'm telling you, it definitely for people. I don't care what no one say. Like I'm not into body shaming. Be whoever you want to be, but I'm telling you, weight will definitely change who you are as you get older. You want to be in a place where you can move, where you can still be active, especially women, because as you get older and menopause sets in and you lose those hormones, it can mess you up for life, and you don't want to be that person. You know, I want to be in my 80s and my 90s still doing the 2 hands up, keep them up. I can out, yeah, I can outdo my kids on that. So I just want to be that person.
Oh, goodness.
And
Please,
that, and
please
comes
no.
and weight changes that, and so But there's also, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying weight makes you healthy or not, because my husband is looks like he's in shape, but I'm definitely in better physical shape than him when it comes to like endurance. I don't have all the muscles and stuff, but I can endure it. All right. Ray said it looks weird. Like, even if it's done to perfection, it does look weird, but even if it's done to perfection,
I don't care. I can spot a book bag when I see one. I know when it look like a Jan Sport. I don't want that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
it's like a
No,
buffet.
no. I like them
I can't.
natural. You know what I'm
I
saying?
can't. I cannot. I
Natural.
can't. I can't. Okay, so Tammy says saturated fat and iodine help regulate. Oh, okay. Angie said Nicole Mine's hit and Mr. Donahue broke speed records get me to the doctor. Oh, looking like an upside down candy cane. I can't with these comments, y'all. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I am not. Definitely, I ain't ever been as fine as fuck as I am now, but I want to do more with my kids. Yep. Yep.
Oh,
And I
hold the
guess we said
phone.
it's not even about
Nicole
what
just
you look
cussed on
like.
the
Cause you right,
podcast,
Candy.
y'all.
You badass girl. You been badass. It would make a difference if you were 80 pounds or 800. Like you just like the way you carry yourself, period. But I get you, especially when you're dealing with the hormonal imbalances at this age. When you, as you start to get older, it becomes worse. And it creates other problems that you know you don't want. Like you just don't want. I gotta lose weight before I get my trans top surgery. All right, all right. If the person don't get, if the person who imitating you don't get the money first, Tammy, the only carbs I get are from animal products like eggs. Tammy, inbox me that diet or like just like some more information on that, please. That sounds good because I love eggs. You tell me I can just have an egg diet. I mean, I know I just can't have an egg diet because of cholesterol, but I love eggs. Yeah, so my doctor literally put me on a new diet. I'm just not starting until tomorrow after the grandkids go because I like to eat what they eat when they're here. So I'm gonna drop them off today. I'll start it tomorrow. So hopefully, I'll shed a couple pounds. But like for me, it's okay because it's where I gain it, but other people can't see it as much as I can. But I can feel it. Like seriously, I can feel it. And I tell my husband all the time, my back feels different, my feet
Hey,
feels different.
listen. I done dropped. I'm not dieting or anything, but since I had the flu, I done dropped 12 pounds. Eh. Not the way I wanted to lose the weight for sure, but I'm literally barely eating a meal a day. I have my appetite is trash.
That's crazy that y'all got that sick. Thank you,
Yeah.
Tammy. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try
And
that.
I feel like 90%, not like 95% better. I still got a slight cough, but yeah, I just noticed like my hoodies was feeling big. Like I was like, well, I feel like I got on
I
like
feel sis.
my dad shit. Like so I stepped on the scale and I dropped 12 pounds. I'm like, oh shit. But and even when I do eat, I can't finish it. Your boy can eat. I can't
Mm-hmm.
finish it.
And you sure it wasn't COVID?
I took 5 tests, 2 at urgent care, 3 at home, all negative.
Wow.
So
Wow.
luckily though, my daughter,
You hit Monkey's comment.
she didn't get the worst of it. So I'm thankful for that. All she really got was a cough, but she didn't slow down. Jerry, if you don't let me leave me comment on Instagram. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check
So
into that because I
Bosa,
don't know
I
what's
would
up with
tell
that.
you for sure when I eliminate sugar, it just drops off. If I eliminate sugar, that's July. July was the month of June and July was the month of no alcohol and no sugar. And I tell you, if you look at my Instagram pictures, totally different. But then when I started traveling and started adding all the alcohol in my, all that kind of stuff, you can see like the weight comes. For me, the weight will drop off, but it will come right back in less than 30 days if I don't keep
All right,
exercising. So.
Nicole, we had 204.
All right. All right. So Dre does actually have to go because he actually does have a job. I'm the unemployed one over here, or the peon as he try to remind me so
I'm
often. This
nah
has been a
nah.
wonderful Monday morning though. Glad to have my brother back and full of fact talking his normally shit. So that
I'm
was
the
cool.
I'm the online slave. It's just remote. You know what I'm saying? same thing.
Yeah, no alcohol will work miracles, Jahara. I know it's a hard thing to do, especially for people like me who like to socially
It
drink and
is.
have a good time.
It is.
So first of all, yeah, right. The podcast went from social media to diets.
That's what we call range, baby.
But
That's what we
what did
call
Candy
range.
say? Candy
We
said
got
some of this shit needs to be said.
we got one main topic, and you just but again, this is one of the pros. This is one of the pros of social media. You know, we cover a wide range of things, and
That's right. That's
although
right.
you know
That is
there's a lot
so
of
funny.
cussing and
Thanks,
clowning
Ray.
on
Love you,
here,
bro.
the whole point of this show is family oriented. So we're gonna talk about some personal stuff. How you doing? How's your mental? Everything cool with you? Hey, we appreciate everybody watching, of course. It's probably the most
Rod said
comments
he
we done
think
ever
it's
got.
alcohol. Alcohol will do it to you, Rod.
Hey, it's okay.
Oh my
They
goodness.
call me stuff all the time, bro. I'm about the same size as you. I'd have been called like a midget T-Pain. Somebody called me a graham cracker. I get called all types of shit, bro. So you know, it's all about how you carry yourself. And I make sure
AJ.
I carry myself with a 40 cal on my hip. So if anybody want to get too crazy, you know, it's not a problem.
He's back in rare form. All right,
Shut up.
guys. So we're gonna let Dre get to his day. We're gonna wrap this up. We appreciate you guys coming with us on a Monday morning. And
For
look,
sure.
we come from being half sleepy when we start these podcasts to be fully energized by the time we're done. Because I tell you, we be literally rolling out of bed. But we appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed. We will keep you in tune on next week's topic. And we'll see you all next week at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Monday. Come join us. Get your energy for Monday morning. Get in on the topics. Get in on the chat. And just have a great week. And I hope you all do that. Make sure you're checking into some of the other podcasts. We got Keys at 8 a.m. Balls and Things on Wednesday. We have Keys again. Hair Down Fridays on Fridays at 7 p.m. Hair Down Fridays. We got Herb Collectors at 8 p.m. on Thursday. Kent Brew Sundays at 6:30. We got Wake and Bake with F&A on Sundays as well, which if you missed this week's episode was pretty cool. We were literally on hours, and I didn't win that one thing, but it was fun just being there in the chat watching everybody else win. But with that being said, everybody have a great day. Love y'all. Peace.